So we're going to solve this trig equation, okay? Now, we'll have to do some substitution, okay? I am going to replace this whole expression, which seems pretty complicated, with x. This whole thing will be replaced with x. So the first thing we would do is we would work on this inequality. And I would like to see, instead of theta, I would like to see theta over 2 plus pi over 3. Let's see how we can do it. First, I'm going to divide every side, all parts of the inequality by 2. 0 divided by 2 is still 0, nothing to worry about. 2 pi divided by 2 is going to be just pi. So far, so good, hopefully. Then I have to add pi over 3 to all the parts. Okay? Adding pi over 3 to 0 is simply pi over 3. Adding pi over 3 here is pi over 3. And adding pi over 3 here is, what is this? Well, if you do your fractions right, instead of pi, you can do 3 pi over 3 and do the addition correctly. You're going to get this. And at this point, you want to learn how to add two fractions. It's going to be 4 pi over 3. Basically, we're adding 1 to 1/3, 1 plus 1/3. So this is your range. Now we're going to do our substitution. What does that mean? We'll take our main equation that we are trying to solve. Instead of that complicated thing, we're going to write x. Now, I do need the unit circle. Basically, I'm asking for what value of x would tan x be 1? Okay, well, let me grab the unit circle and see what we can do. Here's the unit circle. And here's the unit circle. And I know that tan x is 1 here. Here. And here. Okay, that follows from the unit circle. Of course, it goes on and on. I'm going to just focus on these two now. I'm going to go back here. Since I made my substitution there, I can do one more substitution here. I don't have to, but it's not inappropriate. Okay. Now, this tells me x has to be in this range, pi over 3 and 4 pi over 3. Pi over 3 starts here. Pi over 3 is actually 60. And 4 pi over 3 is 240. It ends here. Okay? And this is very important, guys. In this range, in the given range, there is only one solution, and this one is the solution. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need it. This is not a solution. In the right range, pi over 3 to 4 pi over 3, there is only one solution, which is pi over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think if you count it carefully, it's going to be 5 pi over 4. So very carefully, we're going to write it down. 5. X must be 5 pi over 4. Now, so far so good, except for my answer must be in theta, and x is theta over 2 plus pi over 3. We're going to make that substitution. Instead of x, I'm going to write theta over 2 plus pi over 3. Now, I do need a little bit of room, so we'll see what we can do. So bear with me. I hope it's not too small for everyone. Okay. We're doing good. I'm going to leave everything there so that you can follow along. Now, I have to solve for theta, or I have to isolate theta. And how do we do that? Well, we subtract pi over 3 for both sides. Now, this side loses pi over 3. This side gains it. Yeah. You subtract pi over 3, so you have minus pi over 3. If you do your fractions right, it's a little bit of work. You multiply both top and bottom of the first fraction by 3, both top and bottom of the second fraction by 4, and you're going to get, let me double check 4. It's going to be pi. I'm going to check it again over 12. And yes, you have to know how to do subtraction of fractions. Let me go back and check. Let me make sure I didn't mess up. This is 12. I did mess up, but I'll fix it. Don't worry. 3 times. Well, let me write it down for you guys. I think it'll make a little more sense. I'm going to do it in detail for you guys. Okay. So I'm going to multiply both top and bottom by 4. I'm going to get 12 and 4. I'm going to multiply both top and bottom by 3. I'm going to get 12 and 15. And now I have the same denominator. I can write 15 minus 4, which is 11 pi over 12. Over 12. Okay? Now, I'm almost done. If theta over 2 is 11 pi over 12, I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. And what do I get? I get this. Theta is equal to, I'm multiplying both sides by 2, I get 11 pi over 12. And if I multiply this side by 2, I can write it like this. I'll cancel 2 and 12, and I'll get 11 pi over 6. My answer is theta is 11 pi over 6. That's my answer. It's a little shy of 2 pi, and I am getting one solution. This is my answer, guys. I hope it makes sense. This is my answer, and there is one answer.